Alright, I want to do another one of my decks. This deck name is Elemental Heroes. I put on some music. I don't have that many fusions for this deck, but I do have some fusions, and they're pretty good. Elemental Hero, Sparkman ×2. Very good for attack, very good effect. I mean, not effect, low level. I'm used to saying effect, sorry. Elemental Hero Percentage Tricks. It's an Elemental Hero, so that's why I added her. Elemental Hero Clayman, very good defense, very good for low level. Elemental Hero Avian. I added him because he's an Elemental Hero. Elemental Hero Bubbleman. There's a card attached to it. Sorry, my bad. Elemental Hero Bubbleman. It's like Pot of Greed in monster form. Easy for drawing those useful cards. Necro Gardna. Very good for protecting your monsters and life points. Elemental Hero Nexus Shade. Very good for summoning out those monsters, those high-level monsters in your hand when this card's in the graveyard. Sangan. Very good for adding those useful Elemental Heroes from your deck to your hand. Elemental Hero Wildheart. Very good. I mean, this card's unaffected by traps, which is good because your traps are pretty much the protection of your deck. Elemental Hero Blade Edge. Very good for getting rid of your opponent's defense. Elemental Stratos. Very good for adding those useful Elemental Hero cards from your deck to your hand. Neospacian Glowmass. Very good for protecting and destroying your opponent's hand. Elemental Hero Alienus. Since I don't have Elemental Hero Neos, this card pretty much takes the place as Neos. Elemental Hero Captain Goad. Very strong, 2100 attack and very low level. But this card can only be on the field if Skyscraper's on the field. Neospacian Granule. Very good for returning cards to your hand and wiping the field of your opponent's on your opponent's side of the field. Spark Blaster. Very good for switching your opponent's monsters. Very good for getting rid of your opponent's defense. Oversoul. Hold on. Very good for bringing back those cards from your graveyard. Feathershot. Very good for getting rid of your opponent's defense or attacking more than once. Reinforcement of the Armory. Very good for adding those useful warrior type monsters from your deck to your hand. Polymerization. Very good for summoning out stronger monsters with two or more fusion type monsters. I mean fusion material monsters. Big Hero. Very good for bringing out cards to sacrifice right away. Hand destruction. Very good for drawing those useful cards at the cost of discarding 2 cards. Yeah. The Warrior Returning Alive. Very good for adding those useful warrior cards that are in your graveyard to your hand. Balsam, the Rampart Smashing. This card equipped with Elemental Hero is very awesome because whenever you attack a defense position monster, the card that this is equipped to gains 1500 attack points, and with Elemental Hero Blade Edge's effect, it's very useful. Emergency Call. Very good for adding those useful monsters from your deck to your hand. Skyscraper. Very good for increasing your Elemental Hero cards. Dark Factory Mass Production. Very good for bringing back those useful cards from your graveyard. Lightning Vortex. Very good for getting rid of your opponent's field and your opponent's defense. Righteous Justice. Very good for getting rid of your opponent's spell and trap cards. Pot of Greed. Very good for drawing those useful cards. Nobleman of Extermination. Very good for getting rid of your opponent's face down spell or trap cards. Hero Spirit. Very good for protecting your Elemental Hero cards. Hero Signal. Very useful for bringing out Elemental Hero cards from your deck. Featherwind. Very good for protecting your spell and trap cards. Mirror Gate. Very good for protecting your Elemental Heroes. Hero Barrier. Very good for protecting your Elemental Heroes. Elemental Hero Darkbright. Very good. He kind of has the effect of Blade Edge. He does damage to defense position monsters, except he goes to defense after his attack. And he has a bonus effect, I think. And if this card is destroyed, destroy one of your opponent's monsters. Elemental Hero Manure. It's hard for me to pronounce his name. Very good for attacking your opponent directly. And I have one other fusion, except it got lost recently, and I am looking for it. And see you next time.